Okay, hello everyone. The plant you are looking at is the eggplant. Okay, and this eggplant is botanically called as the Solanum melongena. Okay, the botanical name of this particular edible plant is the Solanum melongena, and from the name you can judge the family of this particular plant. The family of this plant is the Solanaceae family. The same Solanaceae family to which the potato belongs, right? Solanum tubersum is the another plant of this family, and this particular brinjal plant or the eggplant also belongs to the same family, that is the Solanaceae plant family. It is also an angiospermic plant, and it is grown worldwide for its edible fruits. Okay, fruits are edible. Right now, this plant have the flowering, but it does not get converted into the fruiting yet. Okay, so this particular plant gives us the edible portion of the fruit, which is called as the brinjal. Now, let us consider some botanical characters about it. Let us first observe the habit. The habit of this plant is the herb habit. Okay, whenever you describe the Solanaceae plant family, the majority of the time the herb habit is there. Now, whole of the plant body is divided into the three parts. Okay, the root, the stem, and the leaves. As you can see, the underground roots are there, and these underground roots have the tap root system. And this particular plant is dependent for the water on its root, and the roots absorb the water right from the ground, and it provides to whole of the plant body. Okay. So here, this plant it stands on their taproot system, and this taproot system is responsible for the providing all of the water content to this particular plant. Let us consider its stem. Okay, you can see here the greenish color stem is there. The stem is cylindrical and it has spines on it. Okay, generally the spiny stem is there, and this spiny stem is having the different branches on it. Okay, so the branch stem is there. So when we talk about the stem of this particular plant, the stem of this plant is a cylindrical stem, and it is generally green in color, and it has hairs on it, or the spiny stem is there. Now the spiny stems holds this particular leaves. As you can see, the leaves are simple and they are alternate. Okay, the leaves are alternating with each other, while some of the varieties are there where you will also found the opposite kind of leaves. Okay, but here you can see the alternate leaves phyllotaxy is there. Now if you observe carefully the leaves, the reticulate venation is there, unicostal reticulate venation is there. Consider the unicosta is there, and then there is a network of the veins. So this type of the venation is called as the reticulate venation, which is the characteristic feature of the dicotyledonous plant. Okay, so these leaves are considered as the lobe leaves. Then they are ovate in shape, and they have sometimes the alternate or the opposite phyllotaxy. Now these are all the vegetative characters, that is the root, stem, and leaves. Now let's come to the reproductive characters. Let us first consider the flower. Now if you observe the flowers are generally purple in color, and flowers are the gamocephalous flowers, because all of the sepals and all of the petals are connected with each other. As you can see how the umbrella type structure is created due to the fusion of the petals. Generally 5 petals are there, and these 5 petals are completely fused with one another, and hence we are describing them as a gamopetalous. Okay, so it has the gamopetalous condition, and at the back of the petals you can see there is a calyx. Okay, but you should remember these calyx are the persistent type of the calyx. In the brinjal you will always observe the calyx which is there on the fruit. So even after the formation of fruit, these calyx are not going to shed from the parent plant. It will always remain with the fruit, and such a kind of the calyx is considered as a persistent calyx. Okay, now whatever the yellow portion you are seeing at this at the top of these particular petals, these are nothing but the stamens. Okay, so this is how flower is there, and after the pollination, which is followed by the fertilization, this particular flower will get converted into the fruit, which is the edible fruit, which we generally call it as a brinjal. Okay, so this particular plant is a having the fruit which is berry type of the fruit. Okay, the fruit type is the berry type, and this fruit holds the many of the seeds. White colored seeds are there inside the fruits, and these numerous seeds are helpful in creating the next generation of this particular plant. Okay, so this is the Solanum melongena plant, which belongs to the Solanaceae plant family. All of these botanical characters you should carefully remember from the UPSC mains examination point of view. All right.